Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy BB27, and welcome to another SML review. Feels like it's actually been a while since I did one, but it hasn't been too long. I've skipped some of the more recent episodes just because they weren't really notable. But today's review is going to be for Brooklyn Guy Gets Fired. So this episode was actually really cool. It was really interesting and different than, most of the stuff we've gotten in a while, and it was kind of a big deal. It's the episode that finally addresses the Brooklyn Guy being overused issue, which I've actually made an entire video dedicated to this. Literally, so many people kind of agreed with me, but then some people didn't and said, oh, well, you didn't have a solution for it. But I explained that in the video. They didn't watch the whole thing. But yeah, this video, it tackles the problem, but at the same time, it doesn't really fix it, and it kind of just does more of it. And I'll explain what I mean in a minute. So, the plot of the episode is that Brooklyn Guy gets fired from SML. Not just his jobs being a doctor and a cop. No, he gets fired from the entirety of SML. And they have, a big meeting with Logan and Elena and Pablo. And it's, all fourth wall break stuff, and I love that type of stuff in shows. So, I found that whole part hilarious. But basically he's getting fired because a kid in the comments wrote how, he's like, oh, remove Pumpkin Guy, and it's a really shitty comment from a little kid using their mom's account. And that's what I found hilarious about it too, is because they overanalyze that comment in the video multiple times, and it's just funny because that's kind of the whole plot of it comes from just a stupid comment. And it's just, I guess it's funny to think Logan, you use this kid's comment, and this kid just got noticed by Logan in the video. Imagine how they feel. That's insane. But yeah, anyways, so basically they have the meeting, and then they tell him, hey, you're fired. So Brooklyn Guy gets depressed, and even Nintendo stops animating for him, and we get to see what Nintendo looks like, which I've actually never seen his face. I don't know if he showed it years ago or not, but yeah, I think this is one of the first times he ever shown himself, which is interesting. So he goes and kind of bitches and complains to Karen, and it basically just becomes a Brooklyn Guy and Karen video, which, okay, the whole video is about the fact that they overuse him and how he overtakes every video, but then he just takes up this entire video. This is just a Brooklyn Guy video. They try to address the issue, but they don't really do anything to solve it or fix it, and that's my biggest issue, is because we know he's just gonna be back again. They just kind of play around with the idea of, oh, well, people don't like him being overused, let's see what would happen if he gets kicked off. And then they introduce a Mexican dude, and he's like, hot plate, and he's supposed to be the new Brooklyn Guy, and Marvin and Rose kind of have their own little situation going on in the episode where he gets his hand stuck in a mouse trap because of Jeffy with the $20, and that's kind of funny, but not much really happens there. The bulk of the video is just Brooklyn Guy going around complaining and being like, wow, I don't have money, let's dine and dash, oh, I got fired from SML, what am I gonna do? And eventually it leads up to him getting sent to the forgotten character dungeon, which is the secret room. We haven't seen this in a long time. I think in one of the Dragon Ball episodes we got to see the secret room again, but it's been a while. And this was pretty cool. I'll say this part of the video was really cool and probably the best part of the video. And I'm not just saying that because oh, well, of course you like it because it's classic era. No, I genuinely thought this was just awesome. It's a unique idea. So he gets sent there, and we get to see Woody and Tony the Tiger and all these other people like Mr. Pig, but most of them are just pictures on the wall. The only ones that are actually around still are Woody and Tour Guide Goofy, which a lot of people don't even know what that is. Tour Guide Goofy was a character all the way back in 2008 SML with the American Idol series. So he was a really, really old character, and I like what they do with him, how he's just kind of offering them weed and just getting stoned, and just, he's just kind of a loser. I just think that's hilarious, just see some of these older characters, just their whole lives are basically fucked over because they're not in SML no more. So yeah, him and Woody kind of have a whole interaction, and then eventually he kind of convinces Brooklyn Guy to get out of there or whatever. He leaves, and he's able to get his job back because they look at the YouTube comment again, and then they realize, oh, this kid is talking about the last episode, which was the voice changer, which, yeah, I was going to review that one, and I will, obviously, with my monthly recap, which will come out, probably a week or so from now. But, that one was really good, and I kind of like how they tie it back to this one, right? because they talk about the comment was basically talking about the baloney and the needle, and wasn't telling them to kick off Brooklyn Guy. So that's what gets him his job back, and then they end it. So as for my rating of it, I think it is really good. It had a lot of funny fourth wall breaks in it, and there's a lot of unique ideas here. But the problem all boils down to just, it's a Brooklyn Guy video, you know what I mean? And it doesn't change anything, which I know Logan doesn't ever do this, but it's not going to change anything going forward. It's going to just keep having Brooklyn Guy. And Logan literally says, oh, you were like in the last 17 out of the 20 videos or whatever. Like, that's insane. He acknowledges that it's a bit of a problem, but it's more of like a desperate sort of thing where it's like, okay, well, we need him for filler. They practically admit that they need Brooklyn Guy for filler. They need him for filler. They need him for, you know, whatever. Like, they don't want to keep using Jeffy, so they keep using him instead, even though they always put Jeffy in the title. It's just weird how Logan acknowledges all these issues, but is okay with it because he's desperate and he just doesn't. It's like he can't think of anything else to do when there is other things he could be doing, like maybe actually giving Jeffy potential again, because he's not as bad of a character as he used to be, and not a lot of people hate him anymore, so make him good. I don't know. Just cut down on Brooklyn Guy. You don't always need him, but Logan can't really think of anything else, and they make these videos so fucking fast that it's a bit of an issue, right? But yeah. Overall, I think I will give this video an 8 out of 10. I was initially going to give it a 9, but I think that's overrating it a bit. It's not that good of a video, but it is still a pretty good video. A lot of the jokes here slap. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about it. Sorry this review kind of dragged on, but this is a bit of a bigger SML video than normal. This isn't the typical, oh, Jeffy threw a ball at the wall and broke a lamp or some bullshit, and it's Marvin and Brooklyn Guy story time, and you know what I mean? It's not the usual episode. It's a very heavy fourth wall break episode, so I think it's a big deal. That's why I really wanted to review this one. But yeah, I have a lot more videos coming out. I actually have another parody saved on my phone, so that might be the next video. It's actually a game night. It would be kind of cool. And then we'll be getting back to live streams next week. I just want to say I'm sorry for the lack of uploads and streams. There was all that drama going on, and me and Deathmouse have officially sorted it out, and, you know, came to an understanding with all that. So yeah, streams will be back soon. Top 10 video will be coming out soon as well, and some other stuff. So yeah, thank you guys again for all the support. I know the channel's growing really fast, and I'm actually able to get monetized now, which is awesome. I don't know how long that's gonna take though. Like, I'm not, apparently it's like there's multiple different monetization things. Like, there's the first one, and then there's like when you hit 1,000 subscribers you can start putting ads on the video. So right now I can get like donations, I think. But anyways, that's about it, guys. Thank you for all the support again, and yeah, take care. Peace out.